welcome back. Today we have game 2 of the NBA Finals ahead of us here today. It is day 42 of the NBA playoff grind. I cannot wait for this game here. I am uploading a day earlier because I just missed talking to you guys about this NBA action. This series has been a ton of fun. Just like last time, please make sure to check the pinned comment. Might have an extra added play like last time. I added a play the next day overall once the lines all came out and once we see more promos. I am a day early, so we don't get many promos going on. We'll always let you know what if I really like a promo. I'll put it in the top comment overall. And while you're down there, please leave a like and subscribe. Makes me know you like the content. We have game 2 of the NBA Finals on ABC. This game is a half hour early. It is on at 7 o'clock on Sunday night. Indiana staying in Oklahoma City. Over-under is moved down as well. Last game was at 231. This one is at 228 overall. Even with how fast-paced both of these teams play, the defense is still incredible. Oklahoma City, game 1, their spread was 9. This game, they're 11-point favorites here, so Vegas thinks Oklahoma City is just going to run away with it. Hey, I'm done doubting the Pacers. Last video, I was doubting the Pacers the whole time. 11.5, I feel like the world is going to take the Pacers plus 11. I still think Oklahoma City can win this in 6 games overall, but man, that first game, and no spread's too big, so I wouldn't even talk about the spread going forward, but hey, 11.5, I think they think Oklahoma City is just going to continue to run away with it. Before we jump into today's 3 plays, or this video's 3 plays overall, we do got to talk about game 1 overall, and game 1 was incredible. We ended up going 2-2 in best bets for game 1 overall. We did add a comment section, so if you check the pinned comment, we did the tail or fade on FanDuel, and we tailed and we won the SGA over 3s overall. But Jalen Williams, 1.5 threes. Man, this man was making me angry. Started off the game 1 for 1 and then continued to miss the next 4 threes. He had the 1 3 that could have sealed the game for Oklahoma City, and he clanked it. I think SGA passed him the ball. I got up from the chair being like, holy crap, because we just hit the Andrew Nembhard over on the play right before that. So I was like, back-to-back overs for that for a 3-in-1 day. And then Jalen Williams put up that 3, and just like Oklahoma City late in that game, they missed so many buckets overall. He clanked the 3, 2-2 day overall gameplay. But that game 1 was chef's kiss. You cannot doubt the Pacers. I'm done doubting the Pacers. I still think Oklahoma City will win in 6 games here, but that game 1 lived up to the hype overall. It was incredible, that game 1. I think the under did hit, or it was 220. So the under did hit in game 1 overall, and Oklahoma City, they led for the whole game except for that final shot. That's why we play the games. It was an incredible game 1. I hope every single game is like that. But last time we saw the Oklahoma City Thunder get upset in a game 1 like that was against Denver, and they went on to roll Denver after that overall. But not roll, but they kind of took care of business with Denver in the next game after that. So I'm very interested to see how these two teams tinker in each way. See what will Rick Carlisle do? Why was that such a stutter right there? But let's see what Rick would do. The Pacers played, I don't even think their best game. So many turnovers in game 1. A lot of the players didn't have that crazy games. Pascal Siakam, he looked very comfortable overall, but everyone else, outside of Andrew Nembhard, who had a great game, everyone else kind of seemed like lackluster. Halliburton was grabbing a lot of rebounds, but the assists were not there. The game was overall interesting for the Pacers, and they won that game where the Thunder, they just let SGA score as many points as they want. That's where the rebounds, assists, probably his lowest rebounds, assists in quite a while, in a few games here overall for SGA. I think he could bounce back in a massive way here for game 2. But this game is going to be incredible. I got 3 player prop plays for this matchup here tomorrow night or today, depending on when you're watching this video. I got 3 plays here that I absolutely love. And let's just jump into it. For my first play of the day, this man played his fewest, he's had very few minute games in the series. And last game, he was a very much big disappointment for the Thunder. I was pretty shocked that Chet Holmgren didn't get as many minutes as normal. He's only played 3 games in the playoffs under 25 minutes, and that was one of them in game 1 of the finals. This man's one of the best players in the series. He's one of the top 5 players in the series. If you're going off like the list of players that some people do on that, he's in that 5 overall. And Chet Holmgren, I think he's going to bounce back in a massive way here at home. So give me Chet Holmgren to score 15 plus points, coming in at minus 122 on FanDuel. Definitely got to look around. I was finagling with it. I saw DraftKings has the best odds if you just go off of over-unders, where it was like 14.5, minus 125. But I went to 15 plus points, and there it was, minus 122. I'll take the nice discount overall. I think Chet Holmgren bounces back in a massive way. Game 1, he looked horrible. He played the fewest minutes, third fewest minutes in the playoffs. Shot 2 for 9 from the field. Only had 6 points. Only played 24 minutes in that game. I think he bounces back in a massive way here because he's been very consistent overall in these playoffs. 59% hit rate in these playoffs, averaging 15.8 points per game. Going over 3 for his last 5, averaging 16.2 points per game. And against the Pacers, he's gotten the over 2 for his last 3, scoring 15, 15, and 6 in his last 3 matchups versus the Pacers overall. Third fewest minutes played in the playoffs, under 25 minutes. That is crazy. Chet Holmgren normally averages 29 minutes played per game. And when he plays a 30-minute plus game, he gets the over 88% of the time. And when Chet plays a 25-minute game, so even 2 more minutes more than he did in that first game, 64% hit rate, averaging 16.7 points per game overall. Last game, played one of his fewest minutes. Last time he did that was against the Wolves, and he followed it up with a 33-minute game and a 21-point game, following that up when he only played 20 minutes in that last matchup he played. Game 1, this line was at 17.5. Now we're at 14.5 here. I have him projected at 16 plus points in this game, so I'll gladly take this discount here. 60% hit rate at home in these playoffs, averaging 15.8 points per game. Took very few shots, only 9 shots in the game. Still had 6 points. 2 for 9 from the field. I don't think Chet Holmgren's going to have that poor of a game back-to-back. I think he bounces back in a massive way in this game too. So give me Chet Holmgren to score 15 plus points, coming in minus 122 on FanDuel. Jump into my second play, jump into the other side of the ball here. We're getting the same number for this guy in the last game. He was the only player prop play in the video. Last game he hit. We get the same number again, and that's Andrew Nembhard. I think Andrew Nembhard didn't even shoot that well from the field, and he squeaked the over for us. I think this game he has a big game overall again. So give me Andrew Nembhard to go over 10.5 points, coming in minus 130. On FanDuel, 65% hit rate. These playoffs averaging 12.9 points per game. And we love Andrew Nembhard on the road. I love my ultimate road warriors. 78% hit rate on the road in these playoffs, averaging 14.1 points per game. Only gotten the over 2 for his last 5, my bad. Averaging 9.2 points per game. But the last 2 games, he scored 14 plus points in both of them. Why I love this so much is super consistent versus Oklahoma City. 6 for his last 7 overall, averaging 15.1 points per game. With the last 6 games, him scoring 18, 18, 14, 3 being his worst game against them. 23 was this season, 16 was this season, and then game 1, he had 14 plus points overall. I think he shot pretty poorly, I'm not going to lie. 4 for 11 from the field. He missed so many layups that I thought he would normally hit overall, but why I love this so much is he was driving into the lane. He was getting the foul calls. He had 5 free throw attempts in that matchup, so even with the poor shooting game, he got to the free throw line, and he's a very good free throw shooter, so I feel good with him on the floor, averaging 33 minutes played per game, so he's very consistent. He's on the court. He's one of the few other players on this Pacers team that can't create his own offense off the dribble, and Oklahoma City, they play great defense, and there's going to be a lot of opportunities from Nembhard to get the grenades, and he has to create a shot and put up a mid-range or put up a 3 for them. I'm running it back. This line was 10.5 for game 1. I'll gladly run it back with him on the road. He had 14 plus points. Like I said, 4 for 11 from the field. Think he has a better shooting game overall. I have him projected at 13 plus points here, so I think Andrew Nembhard has another great game. He looked very comfortable out of all the Pacers he plays SGA, so unless he gets into that foul trouble, I would get a little concerned, but even with that, I think he has a great game again. So give me Andrew Nembhard to go over 10.5 points, coming in minus 130 on FanDuel. Jump into my third and final play of the day, going back to the Oklahoma City side of the ball. I'm going back to my favorite play from last video. I'm back at it like a bad habit, and that's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the MVP. I think he has a great game passing, rebounds, assisting. Why? Game 1, the assists, he had 3 assists in game 1. There is no way he has another bad game in a row passing the ball wise. So give me Shai Gilgeous-Alexander to go over 12.5 rebounds, assists, coming to minus 125 on DraftKings. Only a 41% hit rate in these playoffs, averaging 12.4 rebounds, assists. But why I love this so much, over 4 for his last 5 versus Indiana, having 13, 15, 15, 15, and then he had 8 in game 1 overall. But why I love this overall is in game 1, he had 10 potential rebound chances, only finished the game with 5 rebounds. Game 1, finished with 3 assists, had 11 potential assists in game 1. There was no way. There were so many missed threes or missed layups that SGA gave to other players, and they just like toilet bowled out. I think the assists go way up here for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, so I'm taking the rebounds and the assists overall. Game 1, same line, so I'm taking the bait here, but I have him projected at 14 rebounds, assists in this matchup. 50% hit rate at home in these playoffs, averaging 11.9 rebounds, assists per game. Last 5 games, he's only had 11, 8, 19, 15, and then 8 rebounds, assists. I think that game 1, so many missed opportunities for the with the assist category. 11 potential assists, took the second most passes on the team behind Jalen Williams. I think both of those guys have a good passing and rebounding game. The other players need to step up for Oklahoma City. Shai cannot drop 38 points again. He probably could, but with another 38-point game, Indiana is just going to let him go in the lane and shoot his twos. They need the other players to hit their threes, and I think Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is going to drive in the lane and hit a bunch of those players, or even hit Chet with the nice lob to hit his overall. So I think Shai Gilgeous-Alexander potentially flirt with the triple-double in this matchup. So give me SGA, the MVP, to bounce back in a massive way to go over 12.5 rebounds, assists, coming to -125 on DraftKings. And those are my 3 best bets for you for game 2 of the NBA Finals. Let me know down below, what's your favorite play? What's your favorite player prop play? Would love to tell you guys in the comment section. Let me know who you have winning this game 2. I know I was a big-ass idiot last time going Oklahoma City's going to run them, just taking everyone. So I'm taking away that. I think I'll just take the under. I hate saying games will hit the under, but that first game, for how fast-paced, unless Oklahoma City just shoots again the lights out of the ball and carries the over, I think this game's going to be another grit and grind game overall. Fast-paced game, but under 228 overall. I think Oklahoma City will take it, so I'll take Oklahoma City -11, but that's a lot of points overall, so maybe the Pacers +11 since it is a finals game. But we're going with Chet Holmgren, 15+ points, Andrew Nembhard running it back, over 10.5 points, and then SGA, we think he's going to bounce back in the rebounds assist category to go over 12.5 rebounds assists. Let me know down below what's your favorite player prop play, or let me know who you got winning this game 2 overall. Cannot wait to see what happens in this game 2, and definitely check the top comment. I probably will have an extra play for this matchup once it is. I'm early. I'm a day early. I'm anxious to talk NBA basketball with you guys. I've been stirring on this for the last few days. I think Chet bounces back in a big way, but definitely check the top comment. Might have a player prop play or check the promos out during the day, and I'll let you know which promos to use. Or I might have a same game parlay for game 2. Feeling good for this game 2 overall. 2-2 for game 1. I'm feeling a 3-0 sweep here today. Hopefully having a wonderful day. Happy Sunday, fun day. Keep on smiling, and I will see you in the next one.